we need more. Senators, from New York to California, your restaurants are multicultural enclaves representing years of history. And your people are counting on you to preserve them.
On April 3rd of 2020, that this team includes supporters of President Ghani and members that support Ashraf Ghani and Abdullah Abdullah.
Perhaps most importantly, in retracting and reducing foreign aid abroad.
Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna quote that line. It says missile defense systems, and then you put in tiny font, aircraft carriers, cruise missiles, as well as other tactical assets. It's one of 4 things the evidence lists. Why do you think missile defense is unique?
It could also yield compromises for sanction relief, and allies could formulate policies to help achieve shared goals without devastating conflict. Even conventional war could be disastrous. As Chervansky in 18 finds that war could still be carried out over the Middle East and Central Asia, involving millions of civilian casualties.
On the C1, the first thing they basically talk about is a bunch of anti-US sentiment protests. The problem is that that's not actually happening. Corbin 20 finds that right now the major protests occurring in Iraq are anti-governmental protests rooted in distrust of the Iraqi political system and
it's usually higher income people.
No, it's actually the middle income. What happens to low wage and high wage workers or high wage incomes?
High wage incomes? So it really depends on like what your situation is. If you're a single earner, you benefit a lot. If you're a double earner, it's like
But why is that? Can you explain why?
So what happens is it's usually like an average. So like if one person has a high income, another person has a low income, it averages out.
So how does that average help
And they're made up.
specifically?
There is one word in your RFD and it's Walsh. They extend the empiric that says that after Saudi Arabia, after there was a pullout from the United States, there's an 80% decrease in airstrikes. Here's the thing. They can see that the reason why there was an 80% decrease in airstrikes is because the United States did a limited pullout from Syria.
On the Walsh chart, in order for them to get offense on like negotiations and diplomacy in the status quo, they need to prove uniqueness that negotiations in the status quo are actually working in the diplomacy of solving conflict. Clearly not, because all the ceasefires have been violated in Yemen.